family and friends, we are here to unite Elizabeth and John in marriage.
Elizabeth Irene Pollock, baby A. How could we ever unravel the volumes of our lives spent together?
I remember when Kristen and Elizabeth were born. The day I found out I was having twins, my obstetrician, who was also a friend, waltzed into the room, and I'm crying because I was overwhelmed. I'm thinking, how am I going to take care of 3 little people? Well, Andy Good said to me, "Don't worry, everything will be fine in about 18 years when they go off to college." Well, I have to say that it didn't take 18 years to get better.
My perspective on John is arguably unique insofar that we became friends as adults, that our friendship was formed on the locked psychiatric wards of a public hospital on the near west side of Chicago, and that in me, John finally met his intellectual equal.
Dramatic things have seemed to happen to Elizabeth before many big life events. And of course, this weekend is no exception. We find ourselves here tonight as the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics kick off, still living through a once-in-a-century pandemic with recent winter storms that caused even more drama for Elizabeth and John on their big life event.
Growing up, he was the golden boy. He's got plenty of accolades. You spend 2 minutes with my parents, you'll hear very quickly that he's a doctor. He went to Harvard, Columbia, and Northwestern. You spend 3 minutes with them, you'll also hear that he aced his SATs on the first try. My dad got a license plate that said 1600 SAT.
The gorgeous wedding dress that Elizabeth is wearing is actually her mother Carol's wedding dress. It was beautifully preserved by Elizabeth's mother and grandparents, Irene and Marion Glass, and serves as a remembrance of them.
In college, Elizabeth enrolled in Italian classes, and then I did too. Elizabeth became an English major, and then I did too. You could argue that I was always following her lead, and perhaps I always have been since the very day we arrived.
We shared what it was like to have parents who emigrated from Asia and sacrificed everything, who loved and love us so much, who are inordinately proud of our SAT scores. Of course, among those matters of personal significance concerned his very first tryst with Elizabeth. After cocktails at Sable, I inquired as to his initial impressions. "Good," he said, in his characteristically understated way.
When I first met John, my thoughts at first were that he was shy. Though the more I got to know him, I learned that he was probably just observing us.
He loaded and drove the U-Haul with all that remained of my life in Hyde Park as we made our way uptown. It was an act of radical empathy and thoughtfulness that I will never forget.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, a handsome prince met a beautiful princess. The year was 2017 on a dating app named Bumble. Early on, it was clear that they shared a love of dogs and long-form journalism. And since then, they've grown to appreciate other shared interests and values.
He met Elizabeth, and then I met Elizabeth, and I knew I didn't need to worry anymore.
growing love for him was evident when, in preparation for a New Year's Eve celebration, I think in 2019, John left a meat dish cooking in a sous vide water bath overnight, and the slow heat of the sous vide split her newly remodeled kitchen counter. Suffice it to say, the countertop was fixed and the meat was delicious, and their love grew stronger.
Elizabeth and her unique ability to make others feel welcomed, included, soothed, would have none of my melancholic isolation. She invited me to her home on New Year's Eve and perhaps single-handedly reanimated the public version of myself.
Give your blessings to them now as they enter into this new relationship, and do you aspire in the days and years ahead to give them your deepest love, understanding, and support during good times and during bad? If so, please say, "We do." It's a go.
I am certain that underneath their topmost layers of frailty, men want to be good and want to be loved.
Love cannot be thought without the representation of a beloved person. Not some kind of mere mental agitation, but its conceptual core, its real historical content, specifies this feeling of love.
As we celebrate together today, we are grateful for our good fortune and pray for all families throughout the world, and for Mother Earth, that we commit to making the Earth a secure and hospitable home for present and future generations.
Awed by the many meanings of this hour and joyous at its promises, I hope the spirit of trust, understanding, and love may be with you through all the years that lie ahead. Love is a decision, a behavior, a way of life. A lasting marriage is a form of art, a daring adventure, a masterwork of a lifetime. The decision to enter into it is to cross a decisive threshold. As you begin your future walking together, we hope that both of you will find far more in life than either of you would have found walking alone. And be assured that what you undertake together can bring you inestimable joy, and that the love you share can truly help to change the world.
Elizabeth, I take you to be no other than yourself.
John, I take you to be no other than yourself.
Loving what I know of you,
trusting what I do not yet know,
with respect for your integrity,
and faith in your abiding love for me,
through all our years,
and all that life shall bring us.
I pledge my love now and forever.
And forever.
Elizabeth, this ring is a symbol of my love and trust.
John, this ring is a symbol of my love and trust.
And so we have arrived at that moment. I want you to turn and face outward. Turn and face outward. And while you're doing that, what I'm trying to get you to do, and I'll be quiet in a minute, is to embrace this moment. I mean, look at all the people here who know you and love you, and the beautiful room that we're in, and the smell of these gorgeous flowers. I mean, just everything. So take it all in.
Love is an action, an inconvenience in someone else's favor. And in this respect, John and Elizabeth as a couple love their friends on an elemental level.
A marriage is about a lifetime. Try to remember this moment for the rest of your lives. You may now celebrate your marriage with a kiss. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce and warmly congratulate John and Elizabeth, partners for life.
We want to welcome John into our family.
and she's taught my sisters and me that family is really the most important thing in the world.
May their love always continue to grow and spill out to their friends, family, and those they serve in their careers.
And we want to thank you for your support and best wishes as we embark on our official future together.
I want you to know that our friends and family are so meaningful and valuable to us, and we are thrilled that you're all here.
Carol, who loves her children dearly, and I think she's done a wonderful job.
Thank you.
It's an honor of a lifetime to celebrate this night with friends and perfect strangers alike.
Tonight truly has turned out spectacular.
I wish you both a lifetime of mutual inconveniences in each other's favor.
A simple swipe right. Bizzer, Zoe, and JP, and everlasting love.